Hi everybody, this is Abby with Scrap and Abby, and I'm back with another video to share with all of you. I wanted to do some projects using some washi tape. I know that there are tons of videos and projects already out there on the different, social media sites and crafting sites for using washi tape. I haven't really used it more than just, maybe putting a strip here, a strip there type of thing in some of my mini albums, and so I thought it'd be kind of fun to go ahead and make, some other projects using it so I can kind of use up some of the stuff that I have collected of the washi tape, and just kind of, have some fun playing around with the different washi tapes that I have. So this morning I just whipped out a few projects. I mean, I don't even think I spent more than an hour at the most working on these, and I was making them up as I was going along, because I kind of like to work on the fly like that. I don't really do a whole lot of planning besides of, knowing what it is I want to create actually, or what product or medium I want to use. So this is my, it's not a big collection, but this is the size of my container of some washi tapes that I have. I have all different kinds of colors and patterns and widths, and some are, solid stripes. I have this one down here in the bottom. I've had this one for a really long time. This one's more of like a canvas type of tape actually than the true washi tape. It's got some numbers. This one's really fun to use on some projects. And of course these are my favorite ones because they're purple and that's my favorite color. So I have those, and then I also have these aren't the washi tapes, but they're the fabric tapes. So the same applications that I in the projects I'm going to show you guys in just a moment, you can use using the fabric tapes as well. And it's not shiny, it's just the packaging is still on it because these are new. I just got these just a few weeks ago from HSN when Maya Road was on HSN, and this is some of their fabric tape that I purchased. So they have lots of beautiful color options as well. So that's just one of them there. So that you easily use the fabric tapes as well as the washi tapes on these projects too. So, and the ones that you see sitting over here are the tapes that I used on these projects. And the first one I made is just this little sweet little flower. It was just a really easy little flower to make, and I just added, just a little pink kind of a clear jewel in the center, and then just some flat back pearls, tucked in some, some lace here, and these are some little cutout sentiments. I'll show you the paper pack I used for this tag in just a moment. And then I just tied it off with this really pretty ribbon I've been kind of hoarding this. I think I got this from Joann's or something quite a while ago, and I really like it because it's fabric and it's wire and you can bend it and shape it and stuff, and it's just very shabby looking, and I think it's really pretty. So I just been kind of hoarding what little bit I had left, but I thought it went really well with this tag I made, and I just wanted to make a quick little flower with it just to kind of show some ways again that you can use your washi tape other than just laying it flat on a project, which I did do on one of them. I'll show you in a moment, but you can kind of see the flower. It's really easy to do. You can, and it's so cool because even if you don't like how it looks, or you're like, oh, I don't like how that's sticking up, you can, just as I'm showing you guys right here on the camera, you can smash it down and it just gives it a unique look, and it makes it, because flowers aren't all the same, just like snowflakes, they're in nature, it's all different. So that's what makes this really a fun project to do. You can make these flowers as big as you want, as small as you want, clusters of flowers. It's just really neat. I might do a tutorial on how I made these. I might do a little video clip, like 5 minutes or less, on how I made the flower and some of the other things I did here. If people are interested in that, let me know and I'll do that. So what I used on that first tag is the paper collection I use is from My Mind's Eye, and it's the let's see here, I guess it's just called the collectible. It's a 6x6 pad, and the card I used for the back, I use that pink stripe paper, and then I use these little cutouts that are inside just for the little tag. So this is something that you could put, you could attach to a gift bag, you could put it in a layout, you could put it in a journal, that kind of a thing. So this is something that you could use for many different, applications. So it'd be kind of fun just to, give to somebody as it is, or put on even on a mixed media canvas or something tucked on the side would be really cute. So that's one way you can use the washi tape, is in a flower. And oh, I don't think I showed you, this is the one I used for that. And then for the next project, I decided to go ahead and use the washi tape in, how I've always used it kind of before, just flat on the page. But I wanted to try to do some sprays on it because I hadn't done that before, and I wasn't sure if the sprays would stick, if it would just roll off, because, sometimes it has like a plastic feel to it, and it worked just fine. I mean, you can see that there's the sprays are on there, and it took the sprays just wonderfully. And I especially love that, how it's kind of stained. I love that vintage kind of vibe, and I like how this tag turned out because it looks like, you know, this has just been sitting in a, you know, old Sewing Oceans box in the attic or something like that for quite some time. So I used a couple different washi tapes on this one. I have this this washi tape that looks like a measuring you know, like the, you know, the old measuring tapes like you would use for making clothes. Like my mom has some. It's like, you know, they're like the plastic you can roll up. It looks like that, and there's just a pink checked, and then there's this really cool black and white pattern, houndstooth I think that is, and then I just add a little piece on the side just for a little bit of balance on that side of the tag, and I clustered some vintage buttons, and then the string I used through is actually the string that came on the tag. It's a shipping label tag. And then what I used on this is just, it's actually elastic, and it's kind of cool. I'll show you the item I used for this one is this here. This is I picked up at one of my Junkin trips. It's a elastic from a, you know, from a Fabric Sewing Oceans box I picked up, and so I thought it was kind of cool to add some elastic to, you know, kind of like this pattern vintage type of theme tag, even though it's flapping down right there, but that's what it's doing. So then I just stamped the word style right there, and then I just cut out, and I'll show you the paper collection in a moment that I use for this tag, and it's just got some ladies in their fashion clothes, and then you can see that really cool mist that I use. And this is from Lindy's Stamp Gang, and I'll show you that one in a moment as well, which spray I used. So for the 3 tapes I used on this tag, that's them right here. This is the pink and white, and that's that houndstooth, and then there's that measuring, oops, sorry, and there's that measuring tape one I was telling you about right there. And so you can see how they look before I sprayed them, and then you can see them on the tag, how well they took the sprays. So that's just another option you can use for your washi tapes as well. If you want to dress them up a little bit, is to, you know, go ahead and put some sprays on them so you can alter them a little bit at the same time. And so the spray I used on this one is from Lindy's Stamp Gang. It's the Moon Shadow Mist, and it was the Gossamer Gold. And then the paper collection is the Basic Gray Lucille, and it was just the 6x6 pad. And it was from this page here I used the little image I cut out. And then the Stamped Sentiment is from Pink Persimmon, sorry for the glare, and I just used the Style Sentiment for that one. And so that is what I use for this one. And then for my next 2, these are actually from, these aren't actually tags, these are little journaling note cards, and I'll show you what these look like, what they're from, the romance novel collection. They're journaling note card sets. It's from Marion Smith. It's her collection with Prima. And this is the washi tape I used for that one, which is what goes with her collection. It's really cool. It's like that type, you know, like the old typewriter text. I like that one a lot. And so what I did with these is I didn't really alter the tags too much, or the journaling cards. I just made some tiny flowers using that black text washi tape, and then I just added some flower leaves to the back, and then added some bling to the front, just to kind of make a little you know, floral feature down here on the bottom of the journaling note card. So if you wanted to put this on a layout, or if you wanted to put it on you know, in a journal or something like that, or just even as a quick note card, like tucked in a tag, like inside of the minis, which I love to make. This is just kind of a fun way to dress up a little journaling card, and it's quick and easy. I mean, it seriously took me not even probably a minute, if you know, to make these. You just roll it out, and you just kind of pinch it together like that really fast, and it was just really, you know, really easy. And it kind of, you know, they're not as formed as you can see this one versus these 2. It's just because this one was kind of more that grungy kind of look is what I was going for, so I just kind of crinkled them, and you can manipulate these too to make them have a little more dimension and height if you want to do that. So that's just another fun way to do that. And for the next note card, I just did some simple pleating of the washi tape on the side of the card. Just add some dimension. You can see that there. And this is another one of the journaling note cards. I did the same technique in this mini album I did. Using some crinkle ribbon from 3 Girl Jam. I did that same kind of pleating here on the side of this album page with the crinkle ribbon, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to do the same technique using the washi tape, and it just kind of gives you another way to use it, and then it kind of gives it just a visual visual interest on, you know, the other side of the card, the right side of the card, and then also gives some texture too, because I really love that about that. So, and it's kind of, you can see it adds some dimension to there. So those are the two items I used for this one, and this is the washi tape I used on that last note card I showed you guys. And I inked this one up just a little bit with some black soot from Tim Holtz, just to kind of give it that dark kind of grunge, just to kind of make it blend in a little bit, because that's what the rest of this collection looks like. It's a little bit dark like that. And I think that's all I used on those two. Yeah, those two washi tapes. And then for my last one, I wanted just to kind of show you guys that you could use the washi tape as a base itself to cover something besides just paper. I use this on a canvas. It's just a little tiny canvas, as you guys can see, and I just took some washi tape and I just covered the entire base of the canvas with it. I just had a stencil, or excuse me, a rub-on that says create, and then I just did some cluster of some flowers, tucked in some lace behind, and a little bit of, you know, some purple pearls, like on a string type of thing. And then it's just real simple, quick and easy. I mean, this took me maybe 5 minutes at the most, and it was probably the longest part was just me deciding what flowers I wanted to use for this. And so this stands on an easel, but since my camera's overhead, you obviously couldn't see it if I did it that way, but this is what it would look like standing up, of course. And then, so this is what it looks like on the easel. It's really cute, I think. And this I'm going to put in my room and display it over there. So when I'm sitting at my desk, which is right here, my work table, then I can look up and kind of get some inspiration, you know, to create and stuff. And purple is my color, of course. That's why I wanted to make this one. I had to include my purple washi tape because I love it so much. So I used the combination of flowers for this one, and I'll show you guys in a moment which ones those were. But you can see just how cool that washi tape looks, just layered, you know, on the canvas. You could cover this, of course, if you wanted to, with some, you know, Mod Podge or some matte medium or something like that. I didn't need to because it wasn't, I got it to stick down just fine just by, you know, using my bone folder, you know, or your scoring tool, and it's kind of burnishing the sides. It stuck down just fine. But if you were going to go on a larger scale canvas, you might want to, you know, I probably would cover it with something of one of those other mediums like that, just to make sure it was down secure. And then you can see on the flowers, I used some more of the Lindy Stamp Gang, some of their Glitz Spritz. I just think it just adds such a cool dimension to the flowers. It just looks so pretty, I think. And then I put that tape around the sides of the canvas as well, just so it's all covered. So just a really quick, easy, fun project, you know, just another way to use up your washi tape. Not use it up, but you know what I mean, another way to use your washi tape, besides just, you know, the standard ways of how you probably just see it, you know, just how I did in this application, where it's just like on flat on a page, or as a binding system for a journal and album or something like that. So the washi tape I used for this one, this purple one right here, I'll pull it out so you can see this one's pretty thin. I think it's pretty neat. It'd be kind of fun to layer this one too on a canvas, like with different, you know, different, like I kind of did on this one, you know, different textures or different colors and patterns of washi tapes that kind of give a little bit of visual interest, much like the papers you get when you get the papers and they have that same kind of look like this little piece here. That'd be kind of a fun thing to do too, to kind of mix them together. So for the spray I used on that project with the flowers is also from Lindy Stamp Gang. It's the Glitz Spritz. It's the Scintillating Silver, and I love this one. And then for flowers, I used a combination of some paper flowers from Kaiser Craft. Sorry for the glare. It's the Misty Collection Paper Blooms, the purple. And then I used, let's see, 2 off of this one from Petaloo. You can see the 2 I used because they're obviously missing. And then for the purple that you see sticking up, this is just some random purple pearl on a string I had from, I don't even know where I got that from. And then the lace just from, you know, my stash of laces that I have. So those are my projects I wanted to share with you guys. Just kind of some different ways you can use washi tape, and hopefully I gave you guys some new ideas on how you can use it, and just how quick and easy it is to whip out some projects, you know, using washi tapes or even the fabric tapes like I showed you a moment ago. I'll pull one out here again just to show you. So you can use the, you know, the fabric tapes as well on these projects. So all kinds of possibilities and ideas. And if you guys have any questions or would like to see how I made any of these projects, you know, because I can, you know, I can't duplicate them exactly because some of these things I only had one of each, you know, like, maybe that's not necessarily true. I could probably duplicate most of them except for this one because I don't have another one of those rub-ons, but, you know, I can make something similar, you know, and I could do, you know, a quick tutorial on how I made the flowers or that kind of thing, or just some different applications and using the sprays and that kind of stuff on it, just let me know. You can comment below, or you can send me an email to scrapandabby@gmail.com. And I'm going to be doing a blog post of these projects as well. And I also know that the online magazine Crafting Ireland will be doing some design team shares of this with their on their blog, and I'll put the link to that in the description box below. I don't know when that's going to be live, but you can keep checking back on their blog. It's an online magazine publication, but this is going to be a supplement, and it's going to be just on the blog, not on the actual magazine. So I'm on that design team as well. I'm part of the crafty contributing of that online magazine. So that's a lot of fun to be a part of that. So we're all kind of coming up with different and unique ways to use the washi tape and how we use it in our crafting. And this is just kind of what I came up with today, just to kind of share with everybody. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys come back and check out another Scrap and Abby video. Have a great day.